Canada, the country that everyone loves to hate, and vice versa. Which makes me sad because every time the country tries to redeem itself, it reminds everyone the reasons why it was hated in the first place. Much like the USA and North Korea. This time, the grid is a little mixed up compared to the same treatment we're used to getting. This time we have Michael Schumacher in pole position, followed by Mika Hakkinen, Eddie Irvine, and David Coulthard. Can we finally see some good old Canada action? Let's find out. So here we are. God, I can't think of anything! Schumacher narrowly defends first place. Coulthard loses a place, and further down the order, Jarno Trulli does a Liuzzi and crashes his Sauber into Rubens Barrichello and his teammate, Jean Alesi, taking Sauber completely out of the race in just one corner. Trulli is incredibly efficient at taking out people. This is his second successive attempt. This is just one of the many accidents we're going to see in this race. As expected, the safety car is deployed, which gives us more time to think back to those lovely days. You know, long walks on the beach, having fun with friends, completely destroying the race for you, your teammate and someone else. Good times. Good times. There's an accident! It's Ricardo Zonta! Wait, he isn't a champion. Hold on. Is this some sort of foreshadowing going on here? Will he be a world champion in the future? Or wait, maybe he's a world champion in a parallel universe. Is he the Michael Schumacher of another universe? What? And there's another accident in the same corner. This time it's 1996 world champion Damon Hill. I'm afraid I'm going to have to use this again. Schumacher is still dominating the race and has no problems so far. And no, I'm not trying to jinx anything. The fuck are you talking about? What do you mean, Wall of Champions? Shut up. What are you talking about? Hakkinen is trailing behind in second, and this looks like we're going to have a proper battle on our hands. Well, at least, that's what I hoped. Because this race has suddenly become incredibly boring. I don't think anything important is going to happen for the rest of the race, and I'm being absolutely serious when I say this. Oh, Schumacher's hit the wall? Who cares? He's not a contender. Wait, you don't mean Ralph? Oh, fuck! Schumacher's crashed! No! Holy... No! I wanted him to win! Hakkinen's going to win! Fuck! Why should I even continue to review this race? Everything I've cared for has been taken away. And it's only great. Quite literally. Well, there's still Eddie Irvine, but he'll probably never win another race. Ralph Schumacher goes off but manages to recover. Why couldn't it have been you? Why? Why? Now Villeneuve, the 1997 world champion, has hit the same wall as the 1995 and 1996 champions. That wall probably prefers the Senna era, and who could blame it? Now, the only person who can stop Hakkinen from winning today is Heinz-Harald Frentzen, and I think he has a great chance. I mean, he's shown that he can compete with the big cats. And here is his chance. Come on, Frentzen! Holy fuck! Oh, no! Oh, jeez. That looked like it hurt. Oh, I hope he's okay. Fuck. Thankfully, Heinz-Harald Frentzen was completely uninjured. And was only shaken, not stirred. The accident caused the safety car to come out until the end of the race, giving Mika Hakkinen the victory to the Canadian Grand Prix. God fucking damn it.
In the not too distant future, next Sunday AD, there was a guy named Joel.